Even numbers. Congratulations on being first. Welcome. Today's stream is mainly just dealing with the amount of data that I have generated in the past few weeks. Oh wow. What button was that? How did I how have I become what? Uh One moment while I press every button on my keyboard several times. My toggles are completely fine. What did I do? Oh, I have pressed the correct order of buttons to get rid of everything. Sick. Let's go. But yeah, what's up? Essentially, what we're dealing with today is that I have about 4 terabytes of video that I need to process. Um, because I record my streams in a very, very, very high bit rate. I record in 40 megabits per second, which is very, very. Um, Problem is I'm running out of disk space again. My NAS actually refused to copy files yesterday because my storage is a little bit spicy. Oh wow. ShareX doesn't show historical screenshots. I guess it only shows things that you captured that. Where is it? I know I have a picture of it. Or did I capture that with the Windows one? I guess it won't be in the screen. We'll just do this. Fine. Here is the message I got. Not enough space on StreamVod's Auto. You need an additional 164 gigabytes. StreamVod's Auto is a 10 terabyte folder. That is a big drive, and I don't have enough space. Yeah. I'm actually gonna have to do some looking into options because I'm running out of disk space overall. Because what I do, essentially how I process my video, is that I keep a multi-track video recording. I have fucking 17 audio tracks I record just to be safe. Um, so the model you're looking at right now is being recorded separately from the actual stream, being recorded separately from the game I'm playing, being recorded separately from the information that we're getting from the other instance of OBS. The other instance of OBS is also recording the game, the audio, the microphone, the application separately. And then we combine all of those to what I call a V bundle, a video bundle, which is a multi-track video and audio recording, which has 6 video tracks and 20 audio tracks. And the idea of all of this is that we can have one file which represents a stream and doesn't necessarily have the output of the stream, but can be used to reconstitute one. Sounds complicated? Oh yeah. But it means that instead of storing, a 700 gigabyte recording or having to re-encode all of them to be really small, I can exploit the fact that a lot of the screen doesn't update very often. Like Twitch chat doesn't update all that often. The timer in the bottom right, that only updates once every 10th of a second. That's how often that updates. That's only because the time scale is not the same for both Earth and all of my other time scales. I can take advantage of that. So I can save the Twitch chat in a low bit rate. And I can actually I mean, let me just show you. It's gonna be a lot easier if I just show you. Welcome to the main scene. Shall I stop doing Mike dirty and get rid of his funny thing that he said? Yeah. Been a grand time, Mike, but you can finally have your your thing will be gone. Okay. Let me insert a window capture for this one. Nope, this one. So this is my re-encoding PC. It is separate from my stream relay because if I was trying to do this while streaming, my computer would simply catch on fire. But this hydrate. Okay, 1 second. I get the water. This is where the magic happens. You see all of these videos. This is what I get from the streaming. So here's the Helldivers 16-hour VOD, right? So if I open this, why is the water spicy? Just a little bit of spice. The hydrate has been set free, it seems. During the stream anniversary, it was only 75 G-Bucks the entire time. Nobody ever redeemed it. But here is the game recording. Or this is the stream recording. So this is everything composited. You can see here's the chat, here's me, here's the game, right? So this is the final output. But if I go back, you can see I have game, which will, if I open it, go back to VLC, this is only the game with nothing else above it. It's also a very high bitrate recording. So this is very high quality. And this is directly from the source that records the game. So there's nothing on top of it. And then we have my model, which is on green. There's me over here yapping. And the idea is that instead of saving this recording, which does have to be very high quality, I can instead keep its parts, which can be compressed separately. And through that, I can achieve a decent compression ratio. Because like if I make the game 8 or 9 megabit video, I don't have to worry about my model moving and making it and like taking away from the bitrate of the game. So this stream, which totals 627 gigabytes. Yeah, no. 627 gigabytes. Might only end up being like 50 gigabytes. Essentially, instead of storing this, which is expensive to store, I can store all of the parts of it, which is a lot less expensive to store. I can keep like the chat and then the timer. And the idea is that we can save these a low, okay, well, it's not 0 kilobits per second, but a low bit rate. It's smaller this way. Here, if I go to the vbundles folder and we go to like, do these have length information? I think activating the length field makes it blow up. But if I go to like Power World Part 2, right? This is a 12-hour stream, but it's only 78 gigabytes, even though the input was probably like 700. This is much wasted time. Not really. It saves a lot on the storage space. Hi, Kenyon. Welcome. Thanks for following. 600 gigs is still less than COD 7. Hell yeah, it is. I don't have any that I've just done and still have the source files for, but like, it's very common. I mean, fuck, we can just do it right now. Well, I mean, it's gonna take a long time to generate the. Okay, well, let's just do one. This is gonna be the Helldivers, uh, 16 hours. So if I make 2026 0219, paste this in here, copy this, open my vbundler, read this folder. This is gonna take a while because it has to like split all of the files. And disk contention is gonna make that a problem because I do it in parallel. So that's awkward. Do I have one in videos to bundle? Do 2026 0207. Okay. Do another one here, which will be a lot faster. I also just don't think this stream is as long. Fuck, I always forget to hit space first. Okay. So this is only 4 hours long. This will be done in a bit. Basically, I split the audio out so it's easier to like choose tracks later. While that's going, let's make folders for the rest of them. That one has 2 game recordings. What? This is 5 megabytes, so I'm discarding it. All right. But yeah, this is part of the reason I'm able to have. One doesn't have a game recording. This is part of the reason I'm able to have all copies of every stream I've ever done. And I do have all copies of every stream I've ever done. Not even just the recent ones. I have the old ones. I have streams from March of 2024. So like I have the old stuff. If we open this, what was the stream? This is GTA 5. Crazy spin that. So this is GTA 5 with Nox, Satrin, I think, and Sugar. Right about that, right? Satrin, Nox, and Sugar, yes. Okay. So here's how this works. We have a game recording, right? So you can see this is gonna take 132 gigabytes to store right now, right? But since I have the game recording in the chat and myself, I don't actually need to store the stream itself because I can reconstitute this. I can make this again. So we can discard the stream, which saves 80 gigabytes right there. We can discard the base canvas, which saves another like 15. So now we're saving about 100 gigabytes just by discarding streams that we don't necessarily need. You might say, why record them? Sometimes shit fails and it's important to have backups. That's why. So now I can re-encode the game to 9 megabits. And now this stream, which was 132 gigabytes, is only going to take 26 to store. So I write this to make a batch file for it in case it gets interrupted. And I hit execute, which will run ffmpeg and crunch the numbers for a long time. Then we can do the same thing on the 6th. And this is essentially what vbundling is. This game recording is a lot less long than the other streams. But yeah, the best example of what it looks like when I reconstitute a video is if I go to, let me my screen for a sec. Um, so greatest example of me reconstituting a video is like the crazed VODs. You can see the chat is actually less opaque than it usually is. And also the timer is now up here. And were something important to happen in the bottom left or bottom right corner of the screen, I could move my model or remove my model. I can just delete that shit if I need to show something there. It gives me freedom in editing to choose what I want to show and how I want to show it. Also, hello, Oliver. We're doing channel maintenance because I'm running out of disk space. But yes, that's kind of why I do that. It gives me a lot of freedom. This VOD is what's GTA. So we don't need base canvas or stream. We re-encode game to 9 megabit. Did I manage to find space for the 24-hour stream? I have. I've copied a lot to the local disks. So you can see I've got about a terabyte here, about a terabyte here, about 3 terabytes here. So 5 terabytes. But yes, this workload is part of the reason I have Intel GPUs, is because I can run as many of these FFmpeg instances as I want without running out of like system resources. It'll let you run a bunch of them. It'll get really slow, but I don't care if it's slow. I'm going to start these and then disconnect from this computer and start doing other shit. Probably play Helldivers too once this is done, or once this is on its way to being done. So this one doesn't have a game recording, which is a very interesting thing. Usually in that case, I do actually keep the base canvas just because there's nothing else to show. It's worth noting the base canvas is what is recorded on the local computer, and stream is what is recorded on the relay PC. They don't really need to be distinct, but helps. Everybody's making me RGB today. I'm like a rave. Let's go. So you can see the stream output is 30 gigabytes, but throughout the entire stream, nothing interesting happens on screen. It's just my model in the chat. So I can discard the stream output and just keep my model in the chat. So now, instead of it being, let's just chatting. I don't remember what I was doing. Instead of it being 32 gigabytes, we can just discard stream, and now it's 3. Base canvas is empty, so we can discard that. It's literally just the model key for 100 minutes. And this one, since we're not actually re-encoding anything, you can see how fast it's going. Doing it like several hundred times real time, and it's done. That's why sometimes I just won't re-encode something if the data saving is not that great. I'm now broke again, but I have a new computer. More virtual machines in my army. This guy's gonna have a 1-person botnet. But yes, if I wanted to be even more like concise with my space, I would one stop recording audio in FLAC, and two I would do like stream selection to eliminate duplicate or silent streams. It is in fact a one-person botnet purely for stress testing my shit. Perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna upload this now. And delete this entire folder. Yeah, if we open this, you can see I can choose my model. So I can skip halfway through, choose the time too. Oh wow. Not performing well. Oh god, VLC. VLC, you don't have to be like this. Yeah, you can see I have a bunch of different video tracks. I could theoretically direct this into anything. Yeah. What was this stream? Programming. Like coalescence. Yep. Oh, it's still not done. The best thing is because Visual Studio is composited on my local computer, I can take base canvas, which is the most efficient way to store it. So we just have to wait for the stream to be finished separating the audio. And then we should be able to just do a bunch of copies. This will also be one that's very like quick to finish. Part of the research I've been doing into storing my streams more effectively as well has been trying to find a way to store my model's data more efficiently as well. So like this model key is 4 megabits per second, right? Which is kind of low. You can tell there's a lot of compression. Probably not with this because this is a compressed view of a compressed video because remote desktop isn't uncompressed. But if I can like create a way to take this right now is a set of VMC data being displayed. That's my pose at the moment, right? If I can find a way to store that in a very small amount of space, I could like entirely not record a video at all. Realistically, if I just had a plugin that recorded the model's entire parameter list every frame, I could probably save a ton of space. And then if you wanted to reconstitute the video, you'd have to replay it. Problem is this model I think has 320 parameters times 4 for floating point values times 60 is 76 kilobytes a second. Well, for kilobits is 614 kilobits a second. It's kind of high. So yeah. I could store the input VMC data, which is a lot less because it only tracks 42 parameters. Which I have actually made an app to do. It's just I built it for VNeon and not VTube Studio. And I need to figure out how to do that with the FeedBridger too. The pains. Yeah, we're discarding game, we're discarding stream. This is working coalescence. Pretty sure this was trying to fix the authentication problem. The fixes of which did not work. Anyway, right, execute, close this folder, close the I close the files so I don't like interact with them later. Motherfucker be doing math. Yeah. I do a lot of math. Also, if I sound tired, I got like 3 hours of sleep. I woke up at like 3 in the morning and I was like, shit, I have a lot to do now. So I did a bunch of V bundling. This is actually the second bout of V bundling I'm doing today. It just happened to take 17 hours to move more video back. So uh, um so that's how this has been going. But I got really tired at 6 p.m. I was like, shit, if I go to sleep now, I'm not gonna wake up in time for stream. Um and I have woken up in time for streams, so that's nice. Um Barely, but I have. We'll take it. More hydrates. People are trying to drown me again. You almost got me with the super timeout again. Just don't hit super timeout. I even gave it a clock icon this time. It's no longer just a dangerous red redeem. I'm like a cat. I mean, that is half your name. Yeah. The hell do you mean a folder in it is open in another program? No, it's not. Stop lying to me, Windows. I do not appreciate when you lie to me. All right. This 0131 seems to be a yes, a just chatting stream. No, it's Pal World for like 30 minutes of a 5-hour stream. Um, okay. I'm gonna take base canvas and discard the stream. Um, that works. Oh, you've managed to flip the gun? How do you do that? The modified emote, I guess. My favorite modified emote is still it's still this one. 1 second. Wait, why can't I do it? Wait, what? Is it not in rotation? Oh, it's not in rotation. It's the it's the one where it points to the Amoga stick. That one's a great one. Actually, I think no, we don't have an extra slot, do we? I think we filled it. Or we haven't filled it yet on this month. We did set it up for next month though, so I can put Amogus in the in the running at the moment. Emotes take effect in an hour, so I probably should have uploaded them ahead of time, but I didn't, so here we are. This is my favorite emote. It's just pointing at his dick. It's so stupid. So stupid. But it's funny. And that's all I care about. Alright, we're going to discard the stream. This is just chatting. There's 102 gigabytes goes to 16. And they're all copies, so it's going to be really fast. Copies are, it's based on how long or how quickly you can actually copy the data over. My nose is going kind of sicko mode. But yeah, the end goal of all of this is because if I have to re-download it from Twitch, it's gonna look like shit. If I have to re-download it from YouTube, it's still going to look like shit. So I want to make sure I download it or I have a copy of it that's high quality. I mean, base canvas isn't the highest, it's only 3 megabits, but generally if it's the only copy of the stream I have, it means it wasn't a really high like importance like base recording anyway. So it's usually fine. And still isn't done. It's on F. I probably shouldn't have done this one on F. It's gonna take a very long time for that to finish. Should have copied it over first. It says disk contention for 19-hour videos. That shit is never going to finish. This alone might take a couple hours. There's for a 16-hour video. This might take a very long time. Many Grace now looks like a historical picture. I present you the Great Goon Liberation of 1935. Perfect. Alright, so this is my just chatting VOD. Copy this to videos to bundle. Wait. Don't copy this to videos to bundle. Copy it to vbundles. Alright. Then we can discard these. Alright, February 1st. Come through. I can actually do many of these at once. So we'll start doing that. Gonna get through these a little faster. But this is essentially what my channel maintenance looks like. Is taking these very large recordings and reducing them to smaller recordings. The Helldivers 2 recording is probably going to take over 2 days to process. It is 24 hours of re-encode content. And on the same day, the Goon Council was established following rebel leader Gunas, where he started his empire, crowning himself Emperor Gunas. So are you saying that you're about to take over the stream? Is that where you're going? It seems like you're planning a coup. For the Goon Liberation, join Collab 2. Ladies and gentlemen, your emperor. Good luck.
Uh, wait, fuck. Um, fellow. I don't know. What the hell do I call my citizens? Goonlings? Goonings? Uh, 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 shit. My great, uh, my great goonlings. Over 100 years ago, we fought in the Great Goon Liberation of 1935, where my great-great-grandfather, rebel leader Goones, established the Council of Goon. I, as the sole heir of this kingdom, am proud to announce that we will be expanding our territory onto new lands. God damn it, this cannot be real. It'll be a great day for the Goon Empire, where we will lead ourselves to victory. But also, it is a day to remember of the brethren we've lost. Shit.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
God damn it. Nah.
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 Nah. Nah.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that? You
Yeah.
take your Goon Empire and you stick it up your butthole.
Been there, done that.
I am starting a rebellion against your empire.
Rebellion?
Yes.
Okay, shit. Guards? I don't know. Fuck if I know. What the fuck is Assyria doing?
Hello,
Join
it's
my
me, the
rebellion.
guards. We're also rebelling.
What the fuck? Am I being betrayed by my own guard? Shit. Huh. I could pull a
You seem to have some pretty shit supporters.
Man, what the hell, man? Listen, I know Goonie isn't preferred in this kingdom, but it's what we built it on.
Sorry, sir. I saw my chance to have a laugh and took it.
No, this is great. I don't even I can make other people do my job for me.
You can't, because I literally turned up to do this and then planned on fucking off again.
Great Goon Empire. I'm here to say that shit, I don't fucking know.
Join the rebellion. Free KFC for all.
Oh shit, that's a pretty good offer though. How long though?
Sir,
How long is it? Just one charge of free KFC, or is it like a continuous thing?
A month.
A month?
join the Great
mean-
Goon Empire and we will get rid of the DMV and you can now do it online.
That's also a pretty good option.
Fucking hate that place with a passion.
I don't even know when I need to renew my license. I should probably know this.
I need to renew mine 2 years ago.
Oh shit.
I don't know when I need to renew mine. I haven't checked.
Anyway, I'm going back now.
See ya.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
No worries. See you soon.
Yeah.
Alright, I've had my fucking speech. I'm
I'll
going
go
back
back with
into the
him, but I'm
chat,
currently
mainly
getting
because it's
shot
like
at.
5 in the fucking morning. It's 5 in the morning and I barely have the mental capacity to be awake.
Yeah, the throne room is emptying quick.
Yeah. I need to retreat back to my bunker.
Emperor of the Goon place is EP.
Yeah. Goon Emperor
Yeah.
is tired.
To the Great Goon Chambers.
There he goes.
He's gone to Goon.
Yep. It's crazy how the theme of my channel has quickly become Goon. This is an emote vote. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Emote votes and channel maintenance. I think it was. I don't remember. I literally just looked, but I forgot. So I have that immediate term memory loss.
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
I don't think I was either when I looked. This one. I think this is also channel maintenance. Yeah.
Okay, I finished being shot at in GTA. I'm gonna go back to annoying Ant. Bye.
See ya. That is a crazy emote. I'm surprised. So like, it's funny because like they have a like a verification thing you have to go through for your emotes, and like I don't know, it's weird. So I think they use the presence of skin tones to determine if they should send your emote to like moderation, because every single one of the emotes featuring Alera has immediately cleared. I think they think because she's purple, she cannot be lewd, which is funny considering like the Sumir are a race of sex demons. $2021 $131. Is this already under the Vabundler? This folder is empty. This is done already. I just never closed it. Either that or I've deleted a VOD before uploading the V bundle, which is also possible. Okay. But yeah, this is part of the reason I like the Battle Mage cards, is that this is already 2 hours in and 29 minutes. I think. Okay, this one is a confusing one because there are like multiple stream recordings. There's like 6 stream recordings, so I don't know what the fuck happened on December 8th. But shit went very wrong by the looks of it. So these are V-bundling, so we'll move on to Dur 2, which is my second major solid state drive. Looks like I've got about 9 or 10 days of recording here. 2026. What do I have a game recording from 2025? Doesn't bode well that I have a game recording from 2025. What is this? ETA. It could be anything from I was just testing something to this is a recording of something I did offline. I'm going to very quickly check the V bundles folder for December 12th, 20 or December 21st rather, 2025. GTA 5. Problem is, to preview it, I have to download the entire file. Emperor Goon will be back with great news one day. One day. Um, Let's see. So this is at 1855. So this VOD starts at 1501, which means it's actually a recording from the previous day. Um, $217. We open our time track. Huh? Has the stream already ended by this point? That's not a good sign. I don't hear anything. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to assume it's having trouble seeking the video because it's on a NAS, so it's going to be taking a long time to actually read. I'm going to download it first and then see if somehow literally all of the audio channels are just muted. Because vBundler by default includes every audio track. Actually, vBundler by default includes every track. So. It could be that I only have the video tracks and don't have the audio. It is a possibility. It's a scary possibility because that would mean shit is very wrong. But it is possible. Almost done downloading. Okay. The audio works. It was actually that it was just taking too long to seek the audio. So we're fine. Everything is fine. Oh, I need to check if we need to somehow include this game recording. So the time runs from 17. It actually, weirdly enough, isn't as long as the game recording. Yeah, so I finished the recording and then there are 28 additional minutes of video game footage. Oopsies. So this is not part of any stream because we've ruled out the stream immediately prior to it and the stream immediately after it, which means that I just opened OBS for some reason. And playing a game the entire time. For about 2 hours, I was just recording a game. Which is funny, but I don't usually do that. Which is indication that something has gone wrong. Yeah, so I'm just gonna delete this. Chances that I need it are pretty low. So well, hold on. All of these recordings are 4 minutes long. I don't keep any recording less than 10 minutes in length. There wasn't one on the 13th. Isn't the loss of the stream streak because I was very particular in how I defined it. Actually, I want to make sure that this is empty. I haven't just moved it already. Okay. It is actually empty. All right. We now have 6 more VODs to go through here. Oops, not right. Yeah, this is a solid state drive, so it can handle having all of these reads. We don't actually write all that much. Originally, I was actually going to split out the videos too. But then the problem is that uses so much disk space. Now you're using twice the size of the video. So for large VODs, like the 24-hour VOD, that's gonna run you out of space. Whereas this doesn't inflate the data too much. Some of these might already be done. None of them are done, never mind. I lie. I lie. This is a 131 gigabyte recording. Why does it keep trying to open that? It's annoying. 73 gigabyte. I have 7 of these open. It's weird. I only have 6. You see how slow these are running now? They were at 6 times real time. Now they're at 2 or 3 times real time. 2 or 3 seconds per update. Although I think every update is half a second, so. It's actually probably GPU contention. No, not GPU on decode. Usually you see it's on decode. Is a lot of what's going on. I guess it's not actually decoding the video, is it? It's just splitting out the audio streams. I might blast the version of FFmpeg that's running on F and just have it use, it's just like moving it, like move it. That's not the right one. Because I really don't think that split is ever going to finish. Yeah, you can see only some of the really small streams have finished. 28 gigabyte one is finished. But problem is between writing all of these files, that's going to take a very long time. Problem is, it's going to take an entire drive to do that. This folder is very large. 627 gigabytes. What I would like to do is kill the process that's running it. What I can do is actually close all of these. This last one needs to finish. I'm gonna not do that again. If I have to load this again, it's gonna take forever. So, what's the last one? That's this one. The idea is to go into Task Manager and find all of the FFmpeg instances that are acting on, here's command line, here it is, that are acting on F and kill them. So we want to cancel this process. It's going to take far too long. So because we did cancel it, we are going to have to delete all of the audio file things that we just made. Which isn't ideal, but we do have to. They are incomplete and will not be regenerated. Right? Now, I'm going to take this and move it to D. All right, we now open our 6 of these again. We don't need to worry about it being slow because it will automatically determine that it has already done this work. And it will not do it again. Okay. So, going through these, the 14th was what? A pretty long recording. So it looks like Helldivers with ants. And a little bit of a segment at the end. So we're going to call this Helldivers 2 with ants. Its disk size is 259 gigabytes. Seems a little high, but probably correct. We're going to discard base canvas, discard stream, discard the second copy of stream. What? Oh, there it's two different computers recording it. And we will re-encode the game to 9 megabits. We'll make this a 46 gigabyte recording. But yeah, this is how we discard a lot of information. This is working on Razapon, then music. So this will be a keep base canvas, discard game, discard stream, recording. So discard game, discard stream. How much that saves? 73 to 8. And this is working on Razapon and music. This will finish very shortly, but we'll put it into the status tracking stack. A lot of these recordings around February 10s is going to be a lot of Razapon. This one is peak. This is the peak stream with Pally, where we got Pally to the. Actually, I think this is right before she dies. I think this is near the fateful moment. Or am I already solo here? So Pally's dead here. Yeah, there it is, the fateful moment. Yeah. Unfortunate. This is peak with Nox, Pally, Sugar, and Ant, I think. Yeah. So we'll discard the stream. So we did this like thing with the Fugies. But then we had a bunch of people deafen in Discord, so it didn't work anyway. So I'd prefer to just have the uninterrupted game footage. We will re-encode the game to 9 megabit. How much it changes every megabit is about 1.6 gigabytes this duration. Do I need the base canvas? Probably not. We'll discard it. And then this is how much disk space that uses. 24 gigabytes, down from some amount of gigabytes that I did not look at. 116. So much more concise. Let's see. The 8th looks like peak as well because there's a game recording and I saw the passport. No, it's not. It is peak and Goblin Cleanup. All I remember from Goblin Cleanup is I got a migraine. I don't think it was the game's fault. It was just incidental. It's just funny that I got a migraine. All right. Put this in our re-encoding stack. I should mention there's an ActiveX control on the window for vBundler. This ActiveX control, if you click the name of a stream, it'll attempt to play it down here. But since I recorded an AV1, the amount of streams that you can actually watch are not that high. You really can't watch nearly any of them. The first thing I noticed is that game is 11 hours and the stream is 4. And then there's a second game recording that's only 1 hour long. So, in the interest of this not taking 9 years, I am going to go into this folder and trim the game recording. Problem is, what side do I trim it on? Well then. Sorry to the poor fuck who has to realign this. First off, let's discard this because it's a recording that has no content. FFmpeg input game. We'll start stream start at 2:48:50 to eh? Say 4:24:50. Was I not supposed to be playing a game during the stream? There's a very large amount of it not playing a game. This is actually working on Ratapon. The music. This I think was when, yeah. This is essentially just chatting with splash of Ratapon in the background. Wait, do I even show the hold on. It's not even any time for me to be playing GTA. This recording notably starts after. If that recording starts at 3 hours in and it's timestamped 2 hours in and the recording's base length is 5 or 4.5 hours, this game recording starts after the stream ends. So I'm actually going to discard it entirely. There is no game recording for this stream. 'Cause, 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 So this is Ratapon, music, and 3D work, because it was the earn your time thing. So, right, execute. This is a copy. There's no re-encodings. This should be pretty quick. All right, what is this one? Helldivers 2 with Ant looks like. Wait, it's a GTA jump scare. Okay. All right, now while that's going, oh, that's a problem. I'm gonna run out of disk space if I try to copy that. Now we go fishing for disk space. We have a finished one here. If we move this to vbundles. Oh, it was already moving it. That would explain a lot, actually. It's almost done. But yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? A little tired, but I need to get a lot of this done before I just completely run out of disk space. One day, I will have disk space. I was actually planning on moving a lot of my sorry, typing in my password is all right. There we go. I was actually planning on getting a raid enclosure and putting a lot of the old stuff on that. I might do. Because the other problem is I have 5 terabytes of vbundles already. And the disk they're on is 7 terabytes. It's like, I'm about to run out of disk space again. I just moved over 12 or 212, didn't I? I wasn't paying attention. We should probably check. Yep. Making music sleep deprived. That sounds grand. While I'm here, actually, I want to see if I look up 2025 in this folder and I let it enumerate. This is gonna take a while, I guess. Hold on. We'll just do it on the NAS. That's fine. Can't show this, but hopefully it would be a little bit faster asking its own file system. .88 terabytes. Actually, a lot of the sizes from recent streams. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I also have been streaming a lot more often since October. Okay. This. Now we cannot delete this. Oh dear. Fine. They won't let me delete it, but that's fine. What? Oh, this is copying in. All right. Now we can go to desktop, videos to bundle. This is done. I'm essentially sweeping. Gotten all of the stuff in order. Just going through to get rid of all of the dust. Essentially, the way to tell if it's done is if it has a thumbnail, that means it's been written. Although there seems to be an issue with it actually. It doesn't have a length property. Which is weird because normally they do. Oh, it does. It didn't do the thing. Okay. Problem is resuming a copy takes a long time. Second is to be blasted. Visually written. Doing. Second, third, and sixth are to be deleted. Second, third, sixth, and seventh. It feels like it's been too fast. I mean, it's running atrociously, but that's to be expected, really. There's like 9 or 10 different encodings going on at the moment. And the network is getting blasted, so it's like I don't know if VLC is going to make it out of this. Okay. The power of killing VLC. Oh dear. Remote desktop might not make it out of this either. That's a couple things open. We're just going to reconnect it. All right. It's alive again. Just barely, but it's alive. The 2, 3, 6, and 7 are to be deleted, which is all of the content except for the December 8th confusing VOD. I really do need to like deal with the December 8th VOD. I don't know what happened, but there's just a bunch of shit in it. For some reason it's not doing the thing, so just there we go. A lot of like upload contention. But as some of these finish, I mean, I could just like stop some of these. Essentially, it'll finish these faster as there are less to upload. It is a lot faster to send 4 files in series instead of in parallel. Although honestly, I probably should not have done the thing where I pause them because that might take a long time to resume. This has taken like 8 minutes to resume. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I wasn't so sure about that. Because this is above like 100 megabits or 100 megabytes a second is like the theoretical maximum. So I don't know how it's sending like 400 at times. I only have a 1 gigabit connection to the NAS. And then ass isn't exactly without contention. I'm still uploading to it at the moment, actually. And that upload has just completed. I was uploading from the stream relay. So if the stream has been lagging a lot, it's not anymore, hopefully. Because the stream relay is no longer uploading. But yeah, part of what I would like to do is take the vBundles folder and make it a generic like videos folder and put a lot of the things that are in it into a streams folder. Because I would like to have one archive for videos. Major issue with it is that I have a backup solution. If I rename all of the files, it is going to freak the fuck out and have me upload another 5 terabytes. And it wasn't exactly fast last time, so I'm not super excited about that prospect. I mean, it's grand they've given me 10 terabytes, but it is going to take probably on the order of a week to upload that. And I do intend to take a lot of the content that is on the NAS and move it onto local storage. I just have to make a RAID array because I don't want to do it on just one disk because it really does need to be a resilient pair of disks. But I just can't afford to get disks at the moment. Nor a RAID enclosure to put them in. The RAID enclosure I have doesn't work. And it could be argued in the first place that this isn't necessary to store this data. Which may have merit. Well, a lot of them are not on YouTube anymore. Following the deletion of most of my channel. In a bid to get in the good graces of YouTube, which has not happened, unfortunately. It was all in vain. But such things happen. I mean, we could check. I probably don't have advanced channel features. I don't. One day. But it certainly isn't going to be because I give my ID. One day. I could just move on to the Asaria VT VODs channel. I've actually considered deleting my YouTube channel and like making a new one. Should I? 2 of my alternate channels have advanced channel features. Which, I mean, it doesn't sound like it's a huge deal, but like, if long term I want to do like YouTube and stuff, to get monetized, you have to have advanced channel features. Which is part of the problem, is that if they won't give it to me without my ID, I can't do that. Which means like I can't make it sustainable and like reinvest in it. Isn't good. I'm curious. Yeah, okay. I was curious to see if my highlights channel had advanced channel features, but it does not either. which is weird because I uploaded a bunch of videos. Usually you only need like 8. I guess they don't like me either. Kind of seems random whether or not you get it. I mean, after all, my YouTube account is 2 years old. Another thing I should do is edit my replay folder because I have a bunch of replays, which are essentially my version of clips. I need to edit them. I have like 80, and it's a problem because I'm gonna run out of disk space. I need to actually deal with them. First thing I need to do is exclude the ones that they clipped twice, because sometimes I can't hear the sound. If I'm playing like Helldivers, like the Helldiver might be yelling, can't exactly hear it, and then I just clip twice. So I need to check which ones I actually have 2 of. All right, I am correct. That is the V bundle removing. The fly in my room. $387 GB. One's not done. One's not done. Folder is empty. That one's not done. I really hate that it does this every time you switch the view. It obscures everything you're trying to look at. Like, fucking hell. Trying to look at shit, man. It's still being copied in. Okay. I probably could copy other things around here, but I'm just gonna let this run. I might honestly go back to sleep. I'm still fairly tired. But we have done a lot of processing. Or at least we will have. We will have done. Maybe I should start copying some other things to the local disk. Really quickly, I want to see what is the most recent VOD I have uploaded. I have uploaded February 23rd. So I can copy anything 23rd or earlier. The local drives. 712 GB. That might be too much. It is. Okay. This is only like 4 days. Sorry, do I not have the... Oh, this is stream videos. That makes sense. I just uploaded this from the NAS, the full relay recording. That is going to take some time to download, though. Okay. All right. Then this is just gonna go in the background. We'll keep this open. And we will, I guess, come back to this later. Instead of streaming longer, I am actually going to end because I'm pretty tired. So let's find someone to raid. I will have to finish this later. It isn't done, unfortunately. You know what? We could raid you. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've raided this guy. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I know it wasn't the most interesting stream. Good old channel maintenance, but it does need to be done. I just realized I never opened YouTube chat. YouTube chat is probably crying right now. One day. I'll be kind of annoyed if somebody... Okay. The one time I don't even have it open, somebody's like fully trying to chat. It'd be so annoying. But no, nobody is there. The one time I don't want anybody to be in YouTube. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. We're going to raid Neko John, who is playing American Truck Simulator. Presumably with friends. I haven't actually turned the audio on. Yes, with friends. He's cool. But I think he usually plays Lethal Company. Lethal Company isn't in his channel description. Weird. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. And I will see you. Wait, we need a raid message. You are never safe from the Assyria raid. Assyria v cat owl. I will try to get the new emotes in probably later today. And try to get all of this stuff sorted probably locally. Won't stream it because it'll be really boring. I just need to get through everything. There's a lot of backlog. Get through all of it. But I will see you next time. Bye.